Just some general comments. This is always an exciting time for us. You know, we're just getting things started. We've got a scrimmage under our belt. It's kind of an exciting adjustment for me. The last 12 years, I've called the offense either at East Bernard or previous jobs until this past season. And the 1 year I don't call the offense, we win the whole dang thing. So, I'll try not to fix what's not broke this year, so I'm back calling the offense. We've got 75 kids out with only 5 juniors, so we're real pleased with our numbers. We're fielding a freshman, JV, and varsity team this year. We're going to make every effort to make that happen, so we're excited about that. And we've got 20 seniors which played 15 games last year, which is a huge number for us. So we're excited about getting 2013 started. Overall, like our potential right now, we're going to be a lot further along defensively early on. We're very athletic and got a lot of team speed on that side of the ball. Offensively, we'll be a little slower coming around. We got a lot of offensive linemen to replace, and we're giving those guys the time to mature, and they're working hard and doing a great job. We had a great scrimmage with Needville last week, so we're pleased with where we've started. I should start with our defensive kids, but Coach Balsey knows offense always goes first, so we won't change that. I mentioned we're replacing our O-line. Although most of our starters will be seniors, they didn't have a lot of reps. They didn't have a lot of that experience last year, that field experience. So, but their efforts have been great. Their work habits have been great. They're soaking it all in. Most of the offensive skill, on the other hand, aside from Ty Slanina, who's now at TCU, and I'll mention, has a good chance probably of starting at slot receiver, so we're excited about Ty's future. But most of our skill is back at the backfield and receiver position, so we've been able to move fast in that regard, and we're excited about that. Some of our starters on offense, these are our new faces. At center, senior Barrett Janacek. At strong guard, senior Cody Rosales and junior Zach Stavenall are going to share time at that position. They both are our starting inside linebackers on defense. Quick guard is senior Kyle Lavinka. Strong tackle, senior Nathan Tovar. Quick tackle, senior Will Sharp. Those are our new faces that we're working real hard with right now. At tight end is senior Nathan Lavinka. He's a returning starter. At split end, we got senior Tyler Shulock, who's a returning starter. Senior Jonathan Lavinka and sophomore Jared Raysack we pulled up here this past couple of days because of Trevor's injury. And we're excited about Jared and what he's going to bring to us. Obviously, at quarterback is senior Grant Oschenbeck, and you might as well call him a returning starter. He played a lot in 15 games last year. And we're excited about the tools and the leadership that Grant's going to bring to our offense. At halfback is senior Garrett Pollock. He's a returning starter. At fullback, Jock Richardson. He's a returning starter. And at tailback, Cedric Perkins. He's also a returning starter and was an all-state selection last year. So you see all the backfield and receiver and skill guys are back, and we're excited about that. Defensively, I'm very excited. We put a lot of speed on the field last year and got a lot of that back. And that's why I say we're going to be further along at that point. I was real pleased with our first scrimmage. Coach Balsey's got those guys flying around, and I'm expecting big things out of that unit this year. At inside linebacker, I mentioned before, senior Cody Rosales and junior Zach Stavanoa. They're both returners, and they both were all-state selections last year. At outside linebacker, senior Garrett Pollock, who saw a lot of time. Senior Kyle Lavinka is stepping in at the other outside linebacker. At corner, senior Nick Mecha and Tyler Shulock, who saw a lot of time last year. Grant, our quarterback, is also our free safety, and he's a returning all-state selection at free safety. At defensive end, senior Justin McGuire, who's a returner and all-state selection. And senior Nathan Lavinka, who's our tight end, is going to step in and play our strong side defensive end. Tackle's kind of the question right now. We're rotating probably 4 or 5 kids at that position. Senior Nathan Tovar and sophomore Ty Yalloway are who we're putting out there right now, and expecting for them to get a whole lot better as we go along. We've got an outstanding kicker in senior Derek Rushka. He was an all-state kicker for us last year, and then we're looking at senior Justin McGuire and Nathan Levinka at punter right now. So, you know, expecting big things out of our kicking game when you've got those kind of guys that can kick and punt. Coming off a 15-0 championship season, we know we've got some huge shoes to fill. We know we've got a big target on our back. Our kids have embraced that. They're not looking backwards to 12, they're looking forwards to 13 and hoping to see what we can do about getting back to that point again. I want to thank everybody for coming out today. We're scrimmaging Concordia Lutheran in Tomball tomorrow night with the freshmen and JV starting at 5 o'clock. And then we open our season next Friday in Houston versus Second Baptist at 7:30. So I appreciate you coming out and come out and look and support the Brahmas. Thank you.